Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and guys, I am here to talk about an intriguing heavyweight showdown that is likely to take place later on this year in Wembley Stadium, between two British, American, African-American heavyweights, in Anthony Joshua, 28-3 with 25 knockouts, 2012 Olympic gold medalist, former unified champion of the world, has been in there with Klitschko, has been in there with Andy Ruiz, Usyk, and Francis Ngannou, even though you can't really count Francis Ngannou as a true top fighter in boxing, but he's a big name, you know. And that was an attractive fight, brought a lot of attention and media. But Anthony Joshua, he is one of the best heavyweights in the world, and he's like, in my opinion, he's number 2 best heavyweight in the world behind Usyk, who's the best heavyweight in the world, current undisputed champion. I think he's no longer undisputed, unfortunately, because the IBF, I think they took the IBF title from him. And so he's, number 2. So the rumored fight is against Daniel Dubious, 21-2 with 20 knockouts. 26-year-old lion, juggernaut, Daniel Dubious, who has one of the best resumes in boxing in the heavyweight division. He's been in there with Usyk, he's been in there with Joe Joyce, he's been in there with Jared Big Baby Miller, he's been in there with Filip Hrgović. Some say when he fought Usyk, he deserved the fight, the title, because it was when Daniel Dubious landed that body shot. At first, it looked like a low blow, but when the replay showed, it was right on the belt line. Right on the belt line, it's fine, and that's, I think, where the shot landed. And Usyk went down, and he was in pain and trying to show the referee that it was a low blow, so they didn't count it as a knockdown. And Daniel Dubious hits really hard, so if it's on the belt line, man, and it's a clean shot to the body, I don't care where it is, it's gonna hurt. But it is what it is. So it's a very interesting fight. You got Joshua, Olympic gold medalist, who's been in there with top competition, who's one of the best combination punchers once he lets those hands go. Well polished boxer puncher, power in both hands, likes to mix it up. And coming off those 2 Usyk losses, Joshua has redeemed himself, man. He's redeemed himself. He's been looking sensational in the last 2 fights. When he stopped Otto Wallin in a very impressive fashion, and then he stopped Francis Ngannou in a fight that they really hyped up so much that I thought it was going to be competitive, and Joshua blasted Francis Ngannou in 2 rounds, folded him in half. And then you got Daniel Dubious, who was coming off losses with Joe Joyce and Usyk, both fights by stoppage. People question the heart of Daniel Dubious. He's a good fighter, but when it gets tough and he goes through adversity, he gets knocked down and stuff, he quits. And he showed that twice against Usyk and Joyce. So he had to redeem himself. And he did against Jared Big Baby Miller in a fight that he made look easy. He boxed well, he used his foot, and he boxed till he was able to stop Jared Big Baby Miller in the last round, in the 10th round. But he had to bite down on a mouthpiece and show that he could maintain that game plan for 10 rounds until he finally got the stoppage. It it was not an easy fight because Jared Big Baby Miller had his moments. But the boys showed heart. Showed something that people and fans were questioning. Does he have it? And then he showed it again in the Filip Hrgovic fight, in his last fight, where both guys were going toe to toe. A lot of good exchanges. That right hand of Philip was landing repeatedly, and the boys just taking it and taking it and taking it. And second half of the fight, Philip slowed down. Here comes the boys landing his shots and busting him up, busting Filip Hrgovic up, cuts on both eyes, over both eyes. And it was just a matter of time. The doctor eventually stopped it on cuts, but it was just a matter of time because Daniel Dubious was like landing basically everything. Everything was starting to come in. Hooks, left hooks, right hands, body shot, everything. And then the boys got the TKO win. So 2 impressive TKO victories against in their prime heavyweights. And both heavyweights that Daniel Dubious had defeated, in Jared Big Baby Miller and Filip Hrgovic, both were undefeated. And the competition, like I said, he has one of the best resumes in boxing. Daniel Dubious. He's been in Usyk, Joe Joyce, Filip Hrgovic, Jared Big Baby Miller. And he's only 26 years old. We tend to forget Daniel Dubious is only 26 years old. He's right now entering his physical prime. 27, 28. So he's still a young heavyweight. With all this experience he's been having, he's still 26. He's only 26. It's crazy. But like I said, I was happy for Dubious. I said it in my social media account on Facebook. I said this Dubious coming out of those losses with Joyce and Usyk. I like this for him. He needed this. I'm happy for him. He got 2 sensational stoppage victories over 2 undefeated in their prime heavyweights. And he's in line now and well-deservedly to fight for the world title against Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, at least in line for a title shot, like a fight for the right to become contender for the championship. So Daniel Dubious has earned a big payday with Anthony Joshua because that's the fight that's being rumored and talked about. Even a fight with Shaylee Shaw, who was coming off that sensational knockout performance over the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder in what is likely his last fight, Wilder's last fight. Who's had a pretty good career with 10 title defenses, defending the WBC title, creating sensational KOs over the years, and shot flat in Wilder, like no contest. And Shaylee Shaw versus Anthony Joshua, Shaylee Shaw versus Daniel Dubious. Shaylee Shaw against any top heavyweight. It's a scramble here. Daniel Dubious can fight Shaw. Daniel Dubious can fight anybody. You know, he's proven and he's ready for anybody in the heavyweight division. You know, and Joshua, of course, he's one of the top dogs in the heavyweight division, so he could fight any of those 2 heavyweights as well. So the heavyweight division is interesting so far. Is interesting once again. You know, we still got Fury in there. We still got Usyk. You got Joshua, Shaw, Dubious. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm looking forward to see what these guys are going to do next. But I hope that Joshua versus Dubious happens. And if it does, it's going to be in the UK, Wembley Stadium, and I'm definitely sure it's going to sell out the stadium. Over 100,000. Are going to pack that stadium to see that sensational fight. The Battle of Britain in the heavyweight division. Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubious. And like I said, any of these 2 guys, Joshua Dubious, can fight Shaylee Shaw as well. Shaylee Shaw can get in the mix as well. Shaylee Shaw, in my opinion, looks like he's taking the George Foreman route. He's 40 years old. He's strong, he can punch, he's big, and he's ready for any heavyweight and a title shot. Miracle Boy Boxing. Let me know what you guys think on all that stuff I just said. And on the heavyweight division and on Joshua versus Dubious. Leave that all in the comment section. Miracle Boy Boxing, I'm your host, Jose Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, it is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.